guys. So, us girls.
Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Philadelphia Eagles. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Chubb. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
And 10.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact. On time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Good job there keeping him to a gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
The 22-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
From the gun on third, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson, and he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
3rd and long, it's Watson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And got his man, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now Watson on 3rd down. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
For the field goal, a 35-yard attempt.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
And some space here. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there out of the running game. 52 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
19-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Eagles 7, Texans nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And the Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 1st and 10, Watson fires this one downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
First down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I tell tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw on third down. Watson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just got good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wentz. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll fire it deep for Reagor. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. And even 50 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire.
The heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. A shotgun snap for Watson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Watson throwing on 3rd and long. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken right around the 44. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. They up, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Nick Chubb.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Watson now from the gun on 3rd down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
To throw again, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Watson on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the 2nd half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run with Sanders. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain.
Second and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They run here with Jason Huntley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jason Huntley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he almost
come on, pick the
intercepted it.
ball.
They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 10 yards to go.
From the gun, here's Watson.
It's
And that will be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
and they controlled it from the interior.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
At their own.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Brought down here at the 28. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Waiting for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To throw is Watson from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Nick Chubb, your main
Good for
receiver. I'll take that
19
all
yards
day.
as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
First down.
That shit ain't nowhere fast.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Watson on target here to Fuller. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the 50, it's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's Watson to throw on 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
What? The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
32-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Going deep here for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Not that time for Watkins. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. From the gun, it's Wentz.
Damn, Wentz.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And he will be out of bounds as the third quarter comes to an end with an INT. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20.
In your face!
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they try to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down.
Operating from the gun. Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And now look at him go.
Scored a touchdown.
They are not
And
ready
they
for
will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
For Houston.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
The tackle made.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Houston.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
2 touchdowns.
Houston.
Slay.
Brandon Cooks. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
18. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone.
And all deep in his own
there's
territory.
fumble.
Toss up the football. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote onto your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go again with Sanders. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At their 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Wentz. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
At the 36-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Eagles.
They'll run it here with Huntley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Wentz. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd and short. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7
Kick the
seconds
ball,
down,
people.
you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Watson's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And some room to run now. And he's across for the late touchdown. And the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point through the snowflakes. Up and good. These guys will take a 10-point lead. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up